13th of Sun's Dusk. I set aside my personal vendetta with Astrid in lieu of our bigger operation. Festus had worked out the next part of our task, to find and kill the man known as the Gourmet.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the Gourmet, I hope.
The Rettering contract? Yes.
He had been afforded a special writ allowing him unlimited access to the Emperor in order to be his personal chef while in Skyrim. That was our in. The only problem was that nobody knew who or what the Gourmet was. Aye, that I need to kill the Gourmet and take on his identity?
Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the Gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know.
Wait a minute, Festus. Are you telling me that you don't even know who the Gourmet is? Wonderful. Festus managed to track down one of his close friends, the chef in Markarth Keep.
Don't be so petulant.
Petulant?
In my investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the Gourmet's cookbook. But not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the Gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook.
And you think this Anton Varan will know who the Gourmet is?
I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan, who the Gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention?
What? Oh, yeah, tie up loose ends. Yeah, I got it. Keep going.
As I was saying, you'll need to kill the Gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you. Remember, the Markarth Keep. That's where you'll find Anton Varan. Probably cooking up all of the Gourmet's recipes, passing them off as his own.
I paid him a visit and made his life very unpleasant until he told me the information I needed. Then I made his life non-existent.
Yes, yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman.
No matter. I know who you are, Anton. In fact, I know all of your secrets.
Who are you? What do you want?
What I want is the Gourmet, and I know that you know him. So tell me who he is and where I can find him.
The Gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the Gourmet's identity to my grave.
That can be easily arranged, Varan. The Dark Brotherhood does not take no for an answer.
The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right? Look, his name is Balagor Gronolobe. He's an orc. The Gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right?
Of course, Anton. You have been most helpful. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. You're welcome. I'll just be on my way then.
Anton sure looks like he's from the Reach. Don't tell him that.
No loose ends, Festus said. Plus, it just felt good. On the way out of Markarth, I created quite a ruckus.
That's all you've got? No more! I yield!
This is the end for you.
It was good fun, although I now have more than a 9,000 gold bounty on my head in that hold. I may have to pay for my little spree in time, but it was worth it. The Gourmet turned out to be an orc who was staying at the Nightgate Inn. Alright, let's just sneak in here and find this Gourmet. The room downstairs, I think they said. There. That dandy? That must be him. I snuck in, slit his throat, and hid the body among some straw bales in the basement. Okay, now, to get this writ of passage. And we need to hide the body. Oh, gods, but he is heavy. Let's just slide him back here. Ah, but I need to pick him up. Why is he so heavy? Ah, there, that's better. That should prevent him from being discovered anytime soon. With the writ of passage in hand, I headed back to the sanctuary. I seem to have gained a new level of respect with my brothers and sisters.
The prodigal murderer returns. And the Gourmet?
Dead.
So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared, which means you not only killed the Gourmet, but disposed of the body as well.
Aye.
You've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid. Splendid. Ah, and word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. You performed your duties to the letter.
Even Festus had done a turnabout, giving me one of his favorite magic rings to use. Well, Festus, come on, would you expect any less from the listener?
I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well, from me. Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly.
Oh, thank you.
It's called the Night Weaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Now, you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation.
Astrid was her usual taciturn
So it's
self.
done. You've killed the Gourmet, and now Titus Mead II is as good as dead.
But she gave the honor of killing the Emperor to me. So it's time. We're finally ready to assassinate the Emperor.
Oh, yes. And I've decided you will have the honor.
I was to pose as the Gourmet in Solitude's castle dower and poison the Emperor's meal with some Scrn root that Astrid provided. You know I won't disappoint, Astrid. I won't let the Brotherhood down.
Oh, I have the utmost faith in your success, believe me. So let's begin. Go now to Castle Dower in Solitude. Present the Gourmet's writ of passage to the officer in charge, Commander Marrow. I'm sure you remember him. You'll gain unrestricted access to the kitchens, and then the Emperor. You're posing as a chef, so you'll be able to poison his meal rather easily.
All right. Any suggestions then on the best poison to use?
Here, take this. It's called Scrn root. All it takes is one taste, and the effects are quite immediate. The Emperor will be serving Sithis before he even knows he's dead. Once Mead has been killed, escape through the upper door and across the bridge. I've arranged for it to be unguarded once the alarm is sounded. Now go, my friend. Go and fulfill your destiny as listener.
I'll be back soon. She claimed to have secured
Kill
safe
well,
passage for me
and
out
often.
the upper level and across the bridge over the city once the deed was done. But I didn't trust her. Not one bit. I was planning to scope out an alternate means of leaving the city before setting the events in motion.